Hey, hey, long time no see. How's everyone doing? Your boy here, Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up. And you knew we weren't gonna miss this weekend. No way, no way. It's just been a while, that's all. Didn't really have anything to update you guys with. Things have just been busy per usual. Life is life, such as such, etc., etc. But we've made it to the WrestleMania weekend, and boy, we've got a lot to cover. So let's see again how I have this orchestrated in my mind. If all goes well, hopefully today, I'm recording this as of the 1st of April, the Friday, you will see this video up on the channel. Of course, this video being my predictions for NXT Stand and Deliver. And despite how NXT continues to pummel into the ground, that War Games was good. This one might be good too. So we'll see how it goes. Also, just because the Smackdown has not yet aired, I'm going to do some predictions for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and the Intercontinental Championship match taking place. I'll do them right now before I forget. I have Ricochet retaining the championship. Too bad we couldn't get him on WrestleMania. Same goes for Finn Balor in the Battle Royal, but I'm not picking him. I'm picking Damien Priest to win that Battle Royal. As far as the rest of the weekend, I am hoping to get the WrestleMania predictions up tomorrow as of the Saturday. That might change depending on how things go today. I don't think it will, but keep your fingers crossed. You never know. You never know. And of course, as of last year, I'm going to be repeating. I will have the results and review video out for night 1 and 2 separate the day after. Hopefully the day after. And that will be that. Let's just hope we get a good weekend. But we're not going to dive into WrestleMania like crazy right now. We're going to dive into, of course, NXT Stand and Deliver. What do we got? Well, it's one of the biggest match cards for an NXT event, but it's no takeover. We'll say that straight up. Will it be good? I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. I think the wrestling will be solid enough in most places. We'll see how we get. First off, we do have a match on the kickoff, aka the pre-show. Toxic Attractions, JC Jane and Gigi Dolan defending their tag team championships in what feels like forever. Again, that seems to be the problem with both Raw/SmackDown and the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. They get defended in a blue moon, and most of the time we see new champions out of it. And this is what I agree with here, taking on the reunited Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. Kind of surprised this happened all of a sudden, but it was nice to see. Their breakup really didn't do much for me in the first place when it happened, because I knew Raquel was going to keep the title in their match last year, and then Dakota costing Raquel the championship with the whole shovel-hooded figure incident. Yeah, wasn't my cup of tea, to be honest, but I am glad they're back together, and I do think they're going to win. I think they are going to become the new Women's Tag Team Champions. They did not get a lot of time with the belts last time we saw them as champions. Yes, they won the first Women's Dusty Cup, but when they were awarded those championships, they lost them in the same night, if you recall, to Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. So, I think they're going to get the championships back, and hopefully this time hold them for a decent while either reconnecting as a team or teasing another breakup, because I don't have faith in NXT, I guess, and in pro wrestling in general, keeping tag teams together. I shouldn't say that. AEW does a great job with their tag division. WWE continues to slide it down. So, bottom line, new champions. Now, as far as the main card is concerned, let's see what we can do about the 6 we have to go through. First up, Big Tony D'Angelo versus Tommaso Ciampa in what is apparently his farewell match in NXT. Sad to see Mr. Ciampa go, but I can't really disagree with the timing. He has done all he could. I was really happy to see him have one more reign with the championship. And fun fact, I think my favorite matches in NXT so far this year have been the Ciampa Breaker match from New Year's Evil and the triple threat with them and Dolph Ziggler. They have been fantastic, so fair play to Ciampa and his continuous work ethic representing the real wrestling in NXT. And this was a surprise to some, not so much me, because I didn't think they had anything big for Ciampa to go out on. And then Tony came out, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, so this is why we haven't seen Tony for a bit. They've been trying to figure out what to do with him recently, and now him and Ciampa get to go at it. And honestly, this might seem like a stupid prediction, but I am trying to think about a bigger venue and what the people want to see on their note. I'm going to go with Ciampa here. I think because he's already lost the championship, he's already lost his rematch, you might as well give him a win going out, and it's not like he's being released as far as we know. As far as we know, he's going up to Raw or SmackDown. We've already seen him, and we've already seen how they've changed his music twice now, and that really cut hard, but we can say that about a lot of people. So hopefully this will be a good showing for Tony, but I think Ciampa should take this, and then Tony can maybe recap himself with some of the newer people again. I don't want to see Ciampa lose on his way out. Again, risky prediction, but I'm more thinking about the venue and what I want to see. I'm an OG NXT fan. My friends know deep down. So I'm picking Ciampa there. All right, next up. Let's go with Walter, because I'm not calling him Gunther. As funny, though, as Gunta was. I'm not going to get into that. I really don't have time and patience for that right now. Walter taking on LA Knight. Now, I'm hoping this will be fun. Not sure if it's going to be as good as Walter and Ciampa from last year at Stand and Deliver, because that really blew my expectations away. But I'm going to go with Walter. I'm thinking this will be a good night for Imperium, so spoilers there. But LA Knight just loves to lose, doesn't he? Oh, man, it's a shame. It's a shame. I thought we had different plans with him and Grayson Waller. I thought that after LA Knight lost the Last Man Standing match, we would have one more between those two at this pay-per-view. Pardon me, premium live event, if that's even what they're calling it. I thought it would be Waller and LA Knight in an unsanctioned match. I really thought we were going to go that far with those two and LA Knight would get his big win. But no, instead, what do? LA Knight randomly challenges Dolph Ziggler for the championship, gets the shot, and then loses clean. I'm pretty sure it was clean. So, yeah, LA Knight loves to lose. NXT don't know that that's their biggest star on the brand, and this will be another example. I would love to see Knight somehow steal this, but I can't see it. I can't see it. I'm going to go with Walter for this one. Okay, so pretty sure we've got 4 left. I think we've got all championship matches left as well, so let's try to run through this as best we can. Fatal 4-way for the Women's Championship. Here's the funny thing about this. We've got Mandy Rose, Io Shirai, Cora Jade, and Kaylee Ray. And this is where I thought we were going to go when we were doing the Dusty Cup. The Women's Dusty Cup, obviously. I thought that Io and Kaylee Ray would get screwed in the semifinals match. I was completely wrong about that. It was Dakota, it was Raquel and Cora that got screwed, and then Kaylee Ray and Io won the whole thing anyway, but they still get the Women's Championship match, not the tag titles. That baffled my brain, but I am happy we got here in the first place because I was not interested in Mandy and Cora in a one-on-one match. Who's going to win this, though? Well, I thought about it. I don't think they're going to give it back to Io, as nice as that would be. Io has done everything in NXT to this point. Women's Championship, Tag Team Championships, Dusty Cup winner now. She doesn't need it. And I think she will be coming up to Raw or SmackDown very soon. Hopefully, going to be done more than Xia Li on SmackDown. Oh, boy, they really have no idea what to do with her, and that's been the case since she's gotten here. Kaylee Ray would be a cool surprise, but I'm not seeing it. It's really down to Cora and Mandy. And, do they give it to Cora? That, I guess, mark moment for her. Or is Mandy still going to hold on to it? This has been the battle of things in my brain. This and the tag team title match have really cut me to the core for this show. I'm going to go for Mandy on this one. I think she's not done with the championship quite yet, but maybe loses it to Cora in the next little bit after, because I don't think anyone's taking it besides her. Prove me wrong, but we never know. I'm going to go for Mandy to retain here. Now the tag team championships. Oh, boy, this one's hard. Yeah, this one's hard. It was really easy last year, but this one is hard. Imperium defending against MSK and the Creed brothers. The Creeds, who, of course, won the men's Dusty Cup, but have recently been attacked, and we've got that whole mystery angle playing. And here's the funny thing. since it happened, I already predicted who were the attackers. I think it was MSK. Now, I'm not sure, because this match is going on ahead, and I've just gone through so many theories of what's going to happen here, and none of them are working to stay in my brain long term. So, with that being said, I'm going to go for Imperium. I just don't know how this is going to play with MSK and the Creeds. Maybe MSK cheat to win? Oh, that actually sounds good. Oh, that actually sounds good. They cheat to win and reveal they were the attackers all along. Oh, and Imperium have held them for a bit, haven't they? I just don't know. I don't know, but I'm not going to change my prediction. I'm going to stick with Imperium to retain the tag team championships, and the whole attacker storyline doesn't need the belts at the moment. That's risky. I know that's risky, but I'm playing the risk game here. Now, ladder match, North American Championship. This is what I'm talking about. I was so happy to hear that they were going to do one of these. So excited for another ladder match at Stand and Deliver. We've got the North American champion Carmelo Hayes, who has been good for his part, but in my opinion has held it a bit too long. With, of course, Trick Williams in his corner, taking on Grayson Waller with his friend in his corner. Pardon me, I do not yet have his name in my memory banks. But, of course, Grayson Waller competing, Solo Sikoa, all about that Oos. Santos Escobar, Ike Brun. If you remember his moment in the ladder match last year, you know what I'm expecting to see this year of him. And Cameron Grimes, the only solid babyface in this match, in my opinion. That's why I'm picking him. I think Cameron Grimes is going to get this moment, and as much as I can see Waller stealing this, the only benefit to my prediction is Trick Williams, believe it or not, because we know Grayson's going to use his manager to help, but then there's Trick. How about those two take each other out? Cameron Grimes can find a way to win and finally get the big moment I've been waiting to see him get for a long time now. Because I don't need Waller with the North American title. I think he might be the one to beat Grimes, but not in the ladder match. As far as the champion goes, he's done his time. I don't think he needs to win this match. Sikoa would be cool. Santos would be a surprise. I don't think for the sake of the crowd, though, it's going to be either of those two. So I'm going to go for Cameron Grimes. Now let's talk about the main event. At least I assume the main event. NXT Championship. Dolph Ziggler. I can't believe he did it, but it's so great that Ziggler's world champion again. I'm treating it like he's world champion. And he actually retained the championship. Remember, he beat LA Knight. Ziggler now has a successful defense of a world championship. Of course, taking on Braun Breaker. Fun fact, it's the first time we see these two one-on-one, as far as I'm concerned, on any kind of show. For the public viewing eye when it comes to TV, live event, etc. But what does that mean exactly? Well, Ziggler didn't pin Breaker to win the championship, and as funny as it is, I'm going to go for Breaker. I think Breaker's going to get the championship back. I didn't see any plans for Ziggler to stay in NXT long term, but a big factor to this are that the Steiners are going into the Hall of Fame, and I think it's going to be a good weekend for the family. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen with that. But I'm so happy I was right. I've been calling it for a while that the Steiners were going to go in this year because the timing was so right. Braun Breaker's in NXT crushing it. Why would you not put the Steiners in now if you could? We are. So I think Braun Breaker will be beating Dolph Ziggler to get the championship back. So bottom line, I think I have 3 championships changing hands, one of them on the pre-show. But let's hope it's a fun time. Let's hope it's a fun time. Although now that I think about it, the pre-show could just end via DQ. So I'm going to rectify that. I have Dakota and Raquel to win on the pre-show. Let's do that. Hope everyone enjoys this show. I'm excited for this show. Again, my SmackDown predictions are Damien Priest winning the Battle Royal and Ricochet retaining the Intercontinental Championship. That's it. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I don't think this video went too long. WrestleMania's predictions will be. Stay tuned for those tomorrow. Let me know what your most favorite match you're looking forward to is going to be. A lot of words coming out there. What's the match you're most excited about? What could you care less about? Fill me in. Nice to see you guys again. It's been a hot minute, and I hope to see you guys for the next prediction video and all the results and review videos. Have a lovely day, everyone. Keep it real.